Hello. Hello everybody. Let's just continue playing Final Fantasy. Yeah, it's very how do you say this? It's very unexpected dream, if you can say. So it will be very short. Very short stream. Okay. Let's go, like an hour. An hour of Final Fantasy. With my new audio. Oh my god, I cannot believe I finally fixed my audio. Everything works very good now.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest, Sid?
The problem will be is when I'm gonna be recording. Actually, when I'm recording, I will not be talking. So there is no like reason for me to be afraid of this shit. There. Go here first. Yeah, some gonna do side quests and that's it. I think I need to go in 2 hours.
On the deck in this tight.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but... this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
Okay, accepting the quest.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Okay. Let's... What is it? Go get this quest. Actually, wait. Bathroom break. Be right back. I'm back. Continue.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Is this it? Let's go inside, I guess.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Okay.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblord like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Okay. What do we have? Let's see. The only 2 quests we have. Okay, let's go and do those quests. Was a bad idea. It's okay. Actually, no, it was a good idea.
Come on. Run like the wind. The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
I like this move so much. This is so cool. This move is very cool. I really like it. I wanna listen actually to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, okay. It sounds okay. If I lower, actually no, I don't want to lower anything.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Let's do another quest before we come back.
Slavers don't even bother.
For Cole's party. This one. This party.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
6 часов я зашел, а ты как раз стрим заканчивал. Да, я это заканчивал как раз стрим. Да, решил перед тем, как собаку погулять, еще разочек сыграть. Сейчас я тут пытаюсь кое-что настроить. 2:30. Почему 50, блядь? 30. 2. Пускай 50. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь. Раз. Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь, восемь, девять, 10, 11, 12, 13. Работает. Да, Коль, здорово. Привет, Коля. Еще чуть-чуть решил постримить перед тем, как я пойду собаку гулять. Я тут себе, короче, настроил херню, которая должна, по идее, работать. Я не знаю, работает она или нет, но, типа, когда я разговариваю, у меня должна игра становиться очень тихой. А когда я не разговариваю, она должна быть, типа, дохуя громкой.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Вот. И, по идее, когда вот такой пиздец происходит, мне должно быть слышно. Несмотря на то, что игра у меня на максимум сейчас поставлена. Что-то не сфидило по сюжету. Пока вроде нет. Почти. Почти.
This one. Tighter throttle.
$15 тысяч стагеров. Мне нужно 50 тысяч стагера набрать. Или 100. Потом 50 тысяч стагера надо мне набрать. Я не знаю, как я это буду делать. Когда. Говорят, что типа после сюжета легко сделать. Для фильм катсцена, где она. Да, тут все катсцена. Мне очень нравится вот этот прием, мне очень нравится, он очень классный. Как видишь, я взял себе Титана, наконец-то. Работает, да? Работает звук. То есть игра становится намного тише, когда я разговариваю, правильно? Или это плохо? Или это плохо звучит? Потому что у меня игра на максимуме, я специально поставил себе игру на максимум, выкрутил. Только диалоги было.
Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others?
А вот когда я разговариваю, намного тише должно быть слышно, по идее, диалоги.
Is that a chance?
Поэтому во время диалогов я постараюсь не разговаривать.
One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps.
Я час настраивал эту херню.
You another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
Так. Эффекты. Так вот. Не нужно быть заметно, конечно. Так. Вот, короче, Коль, вот этот прием мне прям очень нравится. Сейчас он у меня откатится. Прям охренительный. Классно, да? Я еще ульту прокачал, но, к сожалению, она так и не откатилась у меня. Ульта мне тоже очень нравится. Вообще, мне вот Титан больше всех нравится пока что. Титан самый классный из всех, которые у меня есть. Сейчас я ультану быстренько и пойду дальше. Ага. Вот ульта у него такая, кинематографичная, классненькая. Кайф, мне нравится. Так. Ехали вот сюда. Пока мне Титан больше нравится, посмотрим. Я знаю, какие еще будут, потому что я себе заспойлерую чуть-чуть. И, возможно, я знаю остальные все. Потому что я только два еще видел. И не знаю, будет ли еще, кроме тех двух, которые я видел.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you...
Мне все еще похер на это все, если честно. Я до сих пор, вот я пока играю, мне плевать на эти побочки, реально похер. Мне неинтересно их слушать, потому что, ну, типа, я не знаю этих людей. Они никак вообще ничем не связаны с сюжетом, они никак не раскрываются. И, по сути, это просто рандомные чуваки, которые ничего не делают. За всю игру ничего не делают, ты их увидишь один раз и все. Это очень скучно. Причем они с тобой даже ни в чем никак не взаимодействуют. Они просто есть и все. Они тебе дают квест, ты идешь, кого-нибудь убиваешь и возвращаешься. Херь, короче, полная. Ну да. И вот этот мне тоже не нравится, эти камеры. Вот то, что вот камеры в диалогах, как в Skyrim, меня это бесит. Типа вот, блять, можно же нормальную камеру было сделать, и кинематографичненькую, чтобы она где-нибудь проходки ему делала. Еще что-нибудь такое, чтобы хотя бы, как в Ведьмаке. Ведьмак сделал это лучше в 1000 раз. Во время диалога в камеру. Третий Ведьмак в 2015 году. И такое. Rising Flames, кстати. Кстати, Rising Flames хороший скилл. Так. Идем сюда. Так, что скажешь? Правую принес ему.
Too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing.
В Лигу покорился опять. Слушай, окей. В Лигу. Я, кстати, это коротенький стрим будет, Коль. Прям реально вот 15... Где-то минут 40 максимум. Постримлю. Как раз вот до часика. Часик постримлю и все. В общем, часик.
I'm sorry.
Потому что надо собаку гулять. Я что-то сижу, думаю, блин, что мне час ни хрена не делать, что ли? В Мега ТНЦ играть не очень хочется, поэтому я просто взял и запустил стрим.
One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. days of agony as the wound heals. I became a visitor to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Дренгар играешь все еще?
Lead hard lives.
В лесу?
And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that?
Что значит поживее?
Conviction? They're willing
В смысле, больше людей играет? Или в смысле, они нормальные люди?
To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
Я жалею, что я ушел с Йо-Веста. Очень сильно жалею.
It's
Все тогда ушли,
for a patient to
когда открыли бесплатный переход.
and it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Нордик. Да не, мне кажется, я на Весте был. Я хер знает. Я не знаю, как узнать. Окей, we are done with all the quests again. Нет, там, где я был, там были почти все англоязычные люди. Это великов не помню.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Jill looked white as a sheet when
Я вообще мало чего помню с того времени, когда я играл. Это реально, это, ну сколько лет? 10 лет прошло, или сколько? 15? Сколько прошло уже лет?
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought
Собака,
him
короче, собака оказалась каким-то демоном или чем-то еще непонятно.
Snowfield when they heard his cries,
Это
and
прикольно.
seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
What?
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shan't be a moment.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Okay, let's go there. Wait, how do I go there? From above. Okay. Let's go speak with people again, and then we'll speak with people again. And then... You don't even believe this. We speak with people again. And then... After we speak with people again, we speak with people again. That's our gameplay for today.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dhalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dhalmekians empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Go speak with Baron.
The Litlins have been up to There's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the Southern Cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting...
like, they're showing this map. They're showing the map. It looks nice. The map looks nice, blah blah blah, and models, blah blah blah. But if that was any other game, they would show the actual thing. They would show the actual thing, what they're talking about, not the map with small figurines. This is what I'm talking about. They're talking a shit ton and then they don't show anything. It's like a book. They're just explaining shit. They're not showing shit. It's a game. I want to see this. It's a AAA game. I want to see all the stuff that they're talking about.
As if in mourning. As if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Please don't give me a side quest.
Well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Okay, nice, no side quests.
Mate's
What is
finished.
this? Oh, this is the thingy. I forgot what they are. This is a new thing.
You earned this.
Werewolf Jess.
Come again.
What is Werewolf Jess? Increase combo damage. Combo damage. Do I leave out the XP thingy for combo damage? If I sort it. Can do this.
All for ya.
Okay, let's speak with the guy. Oh, wait, did we do all the quests here? All the hunts? Yes, okay.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's.
Okay.
Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Okay, return to Baron. Quests. Is there something here? No.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Adventure, yay! Oh, fuck. Okay. The Velcroy Desert. I don't think I've been there yet. But the desert music must be like this. This is a certified desert music.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Let's go. Riddle of the Sands. Let's kill those
Our destination lies over that dune.
harpies. Is it harpies? I'm not sure. Kill there.
All too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Sick! Over here!
Кстати, коль я решил поставить себе колечко на даджи, потому что я устал. Я хочу просто поиграть в игру, я хочу почилить, отдохнуть. У меня скоро выходит этот Буратино выходит, который так сложный будет, клон Бладборна. Я сохраню себя до Буратино. Я нафиг все это.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua.
Я свой скилл буду сохранять до Буратино.
When your brother arrived, that you whipped your chocobo.
Все даджи, все комбо, пускай игра за меня делает. Я слишком стар для всего этого уже.
You sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Fly, Ambrosia.
What do you mean fly? They cannot fly.
Who do you think those soldiers were?
С одной стороны, правильно, а с другой стороны, их все-таки, блин, не знаю. Я вот раньше, не знаю, лет там года 3 назад, я всегда пытался играть в игры на самой высокой сложности, чтобы увидеть весь контент и чтобы прям вот, ну хорошо было, скажем так, чтобы получить полный экспириенс от игры. Сейчас я начинаю, типа, этого не, ну, перестаю это делать, играю на легкой, на средней сложности иногда. И, блин, типа, ну, я чувствую, что я очень теряю что-то до этого, но я при этом так не хочу переходить на сложную сложность. Я просто устал.
Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehere. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Какой самый брейн-дед герой в лиге? Тима? Тима или... Что еще может быть? Джакс какой-нибудь. Рака. Пьяный. Я не умею за сцену играть. Хотя я с ним много играл. У меня впервые в жизни битрейт зеленый, а не красный.
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then, and ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not.
Live in the same building with his brother?
If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your
Is this his brother? I'm not sure.
We must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I'm...
This is his brother, yeah?
You do understand that?
They are in the same building right now.
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Я, честно, вообще ни хера не понимаю. Понимаете? Ну, кто где, кто там, кто кого призвал, кто что сделал, я ни хера не понимаю. Кто куда ушел, кто кого убивает. Кто брат, кто не брат.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come on.
Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Let's go.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
I don't understand anything what's going on. The fights in the enclosed spaces are very hard to see.
for your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
The water looks very nice.
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royals said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust.
But why?
We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
I wanna kill everybody. I don't want to do this. I want to just kill everybody. We killed everybody before, why can't we just kill everybody right now?
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well,
We're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Okay.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
I hope I did not skip anything so far. I really hope.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, speak with Ferda. That's a weird name, but okay.
Perhaps.
The book that I'm reading right now have the weirdest names ever. Like, shit, fuck, let me, I don't remember any of them. So there is the characters. So one of the main characters is Kaladin, and one of the second main character is a girl named Shala Davar, and Delinar Kalin. Let's see, who is this? Assassin of the Land of Shin. He refers himself as Setson Son Valano. He's the assassin from the first book. So yeah, names are like it's kind of like Middle Eastern setting, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like Middle Eastern or something. There is five chapters of the book, like not 5 chapters of the book, like 5 books in the story. I think I'm on the third one right now.
Sweet incense, wax candles.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the Bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Make for the Bordello.
Trust him.
Only as far as I think.
What is bordello? Isn't brothel?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it. Get him! This one.
I like how everybody, like, every of the smallest bandits in this game is trying to kill me. Well, I literally have power of 3 gods on my side.
Over here!
Need to be broken. I think this is a trophy for breaking the guard like 50 times or so. Let's check. Your date. Defeat 20 enemies while semi-primed. The fuck is semi-primed? What is semi-primed? I guess I just did it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in. Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Okay, make for the Lock of Leisure. Oh my god, this map is so complicated.
Plates and pots! Bowls and
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs and
My carpets!
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Коль, как у вас там с погодой? Расскажи мне все. У нас тут пиздец происходит полностью. У нас тут ливни, у нас тут деревья лежат на улице.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Подожди, ПКД. Да уж.
Tell me, what do you think is a
У
merchant?
нас, по-моему, ни разу еще жарко не было. Вот за все лето ни разу не было жарко.
Why trust? Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
Жесть.
And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you... So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
So what do you want?
Tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff?
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet he...
Понимаешь, если бы еще происходило, вот это было бы, ну, это было бы в 1000 раз лучше, если что происходило.
But...
Типа, ну...
We were speaking...
Чтобы они бы куда-нибудь шли, допустим. Или показывали какой-то флешбэк красивый. Или что-то еще в этом роде. Вот это было бы хорошо. Я бы согласился, типа, окей, давайте мне 2 часа диалогов с такими красивыми визуалами. Но это же... Они стоят на месте. И орут друг на друга. И камера статичная. Типа, я понимаю... Смотри, Коль, понимаешь? В 7-й финалке, в оригинале 7-й финалке 100 000 раз больше диалогов, чем здесь. 90% игры стоит из диалогов. Но они типа... Я даже не знаю. Хотя да, ну окей, нельзя с оригинал финалки сравнивать, потому что оригинал финалки вышел 27 лет назад. Но, блин, смысл в том, что типа... КЗ. Вот в ремейке тоже. Ремейк 7-й финалки. Нужно дохера диалогов. В ремейке 7-й финалки. Вот там дохрена всего происходит одновременно с этим. Там происходит куча охренительного геймплея. Во время, ну, и во время, и вместе с диалогами, и видосы всякие есть. А здесь всего этого нету. Здесь просто диалоги. Просто стоят и разговаривают болванчики. Speak with the townspeople.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Oh, sword polishing.
Then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
Тянок больше на экране. Там их 2 всего. 3 тянки на экране.
I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off. Do you think they'll be back soon? I need a new dress. If they pay anything like last time, you'll be able to buy a whole new...
Не, ну смотри, тут же есть всякие злодеи еще. Тяночки злодеи есть. Есть это подруга его. Есть рандомные персонажи тоже. Ну как рандомные? Ну, сюжетные персонажи есть тяночки, которые, имена которых никогда в жизни не запомню. Здесь тоже есть нормально. Только в ремейке, кстати, только в ремейке финалки 3 части, 3 тянки. Потом, я на самом деле не знаю, сколько их в оригинале.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
think... Я очень жду ремейк второй, ну, второй ремейк седьмой финалки. И третий тоже, наверное, тут будет, скорее всего. Я хочу увидеть смерть Эйрит в Full HD, в 4К. 60 FPS хочу видеть смерть Эрита. Типа, это, говорят, самый жесткий момент вообще по всей серии финалки. Самый крутой момент, когда Сефирот убивает Эрит. Я хочу это увидеть. Говорят, что это вообще... Ну, хотя, может быть, это типа из-за того, что, ну, такого не было раньше. И, ну, по сути же, финалка седьмая, это вот самая первая такая игра с серьезным сюжетом. До этого всякая херня выходила, а вот седьмая финалка это прям супер серьезно все. И кинематографично, ну, по сравнению со всем тем, что выходило в 97 году. И вот как раз смерть Айрит там охренительно показали. И вот мне интересно, что они сделают в ремейке. Плюс еще в седьмой части есть призыв. Я покажу его сейчас на стриме. In Final Fantasy VII there is a summon that I really wanna see. Final Fantasy VII Summon. Knights of the Round называется. Это один из самых последних саммонов в игре. Сейчас я... У меня тут ничего не открыто такого, что не должно быть открыто. Встречи, кстати, ГГ всем говорит, заткнулся, когда они тужат диалогами. Блин. Здесь бы так. Final Fantasy VII. О. Так. Включаем звук рабочего стола. Во. Посмотрим. Окей, дальше спойлеры будут. Это охренительно. Типа, это выглядит уже охренительно вот в этой... В графике Space 1. Это уже выглядит охренительно. И вот мне интересно, как они все это воспроизведут в игре. Потому что ну, это же жесть. Это же прям такой синематик прям ебать будет.
Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Okay, upstairs. Here? No. Here? No. Here?
Let me treat you. I'm pretty.
Yeah. I cannot wait for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I hate that they didn't name it Part 2 because it's stupid.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle?
People actually hated them for this. For the fact that they did not name Final Fantasy VII Remake Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. Because, like, everybody was buying the game to see the full game. The full Final Fantasy VII. And all they had is first 2 hours. First 2 hours of Final Fantasy VII are in the remake. And this is, like, kinda bad way to do this, I think. Like, all they need to do is just name it Final Fantasy VII Part 1. That's it. And everybody will be okay with it. So yeah, that's stupid.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
Wait. I skipped the turn somewhere. It's below. But how do I go down? I'm just gonna teleport. It's faster to teleport with my SSD than go down on my foot. I have no idea where the stairs are. I have about 30 minutes, little bit less than 30 minutes. So maybe I can do this quest, or like part of this quest. I wanna kill some boss. I wanna kill a cool boss, like a giant boss or something, or like some weird creature. I really want to kill something more interesting than the fucking wyvern or like oversized bird.
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord! What is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Kill them both. Yeah. Kill them both. Easy. Oh, wait, what is this? Why can't you kill them both?
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up. Get him.
Oh no! It appears that you cannot kill them both. Stop healing.
This one. Over here.
I love this skill so much. I'm gonna upgrade it to maximum. I need to upgrade it to maximum.
Stay down.
Favorite skill, 100%. It's my favorite skill in the game. It's probably like one of the least effective skills, but it's just my favorite. It looks better than anything else.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could be worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the... Ugh!
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Коля, в Трейджере там тоже, ну, типа, нет открытого мира, да, там только по прямой идешь, все время убиваешь всех. Типа, ну, обычная сюжетная игра, по сути. Там есть RPG-элементы, хотя RPG-элементы какие-то. Подожди, в смысле, вроде, да, ты же проходил. Request available. I don't see any important quests. I can probably do those quests
Perhaps
before I need to go. I can do one quest at least.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Понятно.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
Yep, let's go.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't wanna say what I wanted to say. But that's bullshit.
Needed to a silken soften.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Okay.
Made from the stoutest stone.
Wait, this is not what I needed.
Won't crack. No matter how rocky the road.
Sweet incense. Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
We'll make our way back to the hang now, at least.
Yeah. What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? After my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Just look at the fights and pots.
I wanna do both of the quests, but I'm not sure if I have enough time. I have 40 minutes left.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. That can't be right. I've banded enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay, George. The desert. Let's do this. And that's it.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. Straight home now. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And If you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Okay.
Do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Either limestone. Let's go back.
Well, this is no...
I would like to have a small mini-map in this game. It will be so much easier to navigate. I like the button to be able to turn it on and off. If they don't want to clutter the screen, they just can't have the button for this shit. Like nothing happens when I press L2 in the city. Like just have it there.
Make our way back to the fire.
And nothing happens when I press R2. Nothing happens. And the D-pad do nothing. Just have it there. Have the minimap there. That's it.
I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Okay, let's go.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
No, we need to collect the limestone. This is much more important than saving the world. Collecting limestone is much better.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Sava needs.
Why would we do this? Why would we go and continue the story? To save the world. To, like, say our name and shit like this.
This is no good.
Don't need to do this.
I was hoping to get out of the heat.
We need to collect limestone.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute...
Okay, I will talk over the dialogue, I don't care. So, the thing is, in the Final Fantasy VII remake, also have these quests. Like, it also have quests that doesn't mean shit. They don't do anything for the story. They don't do anything for the characters. There is like, the characters are bullshit. They like nobody interested in them. But the difference is, in Final Fantasy VII, you come to a character. He tells you, "Hey, do this thing." It takes less than 20 seconds. Less than 10 seconds sometimes. And that's it. And you go do the thing that he asks you. And usually it's like very cool boss fight or something. Hey, go do this thing. And you go do this thing. And then you come back to him and he's like, hey, thank you. It takes less than 5 seconds for him to say thank you. Like, it is the same quests. It is the same bullshit quest that doesn't mean anything for the story. Doesn't mean anything for character development. But they don't stretch them for like 5-minute dialogues. The Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, why can't they do this in remake, in Final Fantasy VII remake, and why cannot they do this in this game? I don't understand. I really don't understand.
My carpets have
the most fragrant herbs and
needed to a
What is this?
softness.
Once you go flat.
Like eating a cloud with a crust.
Okay. Okay, let's stand right here. And let's save the game. I wonder where the save will be located. override the save. I like to save like a couple times. Yep. Let's load the game. I wanna see where the save is located, where I'm gonna be. Oh, amazing, right here. Okay, this will be it. I have like 20 minutes maximum, and I don't want to start a new quest with 20 minutes of time. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it like this. I'll delete this. I don't like this screenshot. So yeah, that's it for today. And yeah, tomorrow same time probably, like 8 AM Moscow time. Gonna stream again, don't know how much. Спасибо, Коля, что заходил. Надеюсь, что ты не проигрываешь в этих своих лигах. Так что да. Всем пока. Пошел я гулять с собакой. Goodbye.